This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot. Going down right now.
Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
And as always, you know how we do it at this time. We like to introduce you guys some of the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today we got my homie Stunt Taylor in the building.
That clap we was missing.
Boy,
Know you clap.
how you feeling, my brother?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
So, for those that don't know, last week we missed you. Unfortunately, some technical issues had happened where we ran over time, you know what I'm saying? So we had to bring the homie back through. We took a long travel to get here. It was only right we bring you back, man. So again, apologies on that.
That's all love.
But you're here.
I'm here.
Now let's get to this. Let's get to the conversation, my brother. So I've been sitting waiting to bring you through for a minute because you pretty much you've been around for a very, very long time. Mm-hmm. You know what this game entails. You know the do's, the don'ts.
Yeah.
So first, let's start talking. Let's start things off about towards your start to now. Like, how has the transition been from 2013, I would say, to the 2019 stunt?
Man, just being a young street dude, and I was in school. I first up, I've never been stupid to just drop out of school, and I always played sports, so that's what kind of kept me in high school and college and stuff. And I was in 2012. I was working at Robert Moore's. I was going to school, Robert Moore's, working in the kitchen. That's June. I want to say April of 2013. I made Fifi on the block, sitting in the kitchen.
Cooking.
Yeah,
you started cooking up a track.
He was cooking. Like, cooking. And I told my homie Mike, he was also doing my managing stuff. I'm like, hey, man, watch the grill. I'll be back. I'm finna go get this beat off my email so I could put it on my phone. And then I had writing the song right there like 15, 20 minutes. I was just writing it like, man, yeah.
So what hit you? What just, boom, brought the idea to you?
I just was talking about what we do out west, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. Look. Just what we do on the west side. You know, Fifi's, man, they've been doing that like since 2011, 2010, 2013.
Do you feel like the west side got a different culture from the rest of Chicago?
Yeah. I mean, I wish we could be separated from Chicago, but
why?
We can't.
Yeah.
Because we just different.
We are. I'm from the west side.
I know. That's what I
said. What you mean we just different? Is it mental? Is it physical? Is it?
I mean, it's a lifestyle. It's out west is a lifestyle. Let's just say this for the most part, so everybody can know. We started everything: dancing, footworking, singing on tracks, having fun, parties. Remember, Nitro was out west in the west suburb.
West suburb, yep.
So, I mean, if you know the real culture, what is footworking, these dance teams and all that, the west side. Voila, the west side. All the juke parties was in people's cribs on the west side, in the basement.
That's that $5 holler or the real.
Even the drugs, you test them out on the west side.
Leave it to Jones to know about the drugs.
Yeah. The first artist from the west side to make it big was DJ Nate. Lil Mama, bad as hell.
Lil Mama.
He was on the radio.
That just took me back to.
And then he had a little slow joints. What a night. And you know, he was sending the parties up, Joe. Shout out DJ Nate.
Yeah, big shout out to Nate.
He definitely hit us juking.
Then you had DJ Nate. Then we had who was after DJ Nate? Culture. Oh, the Pope.
Yeah.
Lil Kevin.
I didn't know Pope was from
I ain't know the Pope.
No, the Pope from up north. But I'm talking about transition. He was always out west.
Got you.
He was footwork. We talking about the dancing.
Got you.
We talking about the dance groups, the dancers, the footworkers. You know, everybody was coming out west. You know what I'm saying? Even out south, Lil Charles and all them. Okay, they was coming out west.
When I first heard Fifi, because Fifi on the Block is what put me in tune with you. I remember I was out of Bolingbrook at that time, and you released 2 versions on SoundCloud, the Clean and the Dirty. Nobody at that time was releasing Clean and Dirty versions on SoundCloud. You was one of the first artists I seen do that. That was some professional ish right there. I'm at Walgreens. I'm like, Stunt, let me let me check this out. I like Fifi. I heard it on the radio and things of that nature. I checked it out. I'm like, yo, this cold because I know about the Fifis.
Right.
So it's like, when you drop Fifi, how did that change your life?
Like, I wasn't starstruck because we were still doing stuff for free. You know what I'm saying? And like everything that all these new rappers, like the artists that's coming out, like even for instance Dirk, Herb, and Bibby, and all of them, even they was out 2012. You know what I'm saying? 2013, and
Same
we was
time.
out too.
Yep.
But it wasn't a balance. It was a thing from I forgot the name of the site, and it had the top 7 songs in Chicago. And first it was Spenzo, then it was me.
Oh, was that Wifer?
It
No,
was
Wifer.
Wifer. It was.
Came out around that
All
time?
us came out together.
Wow.
All our singles came out together. Wifer, Fifi on the Block, D-Lo Shuffle,
Daddy, somebody call you.
Chemo.
Damn, so I did not know that Fifi came out along with Spenzo. You said Dirk. Damn, Chief Keef came out around that time.
Everybody did.
Yeah, L's Up was.
Yep,
one of them
L's
joints-
Up.
was one of them
Hey.
joints.
I don't like.
I think what
Don't
what
forget
was like.
Katie got bands.
Yep.
Yeah, Katie got bands.
Don't
Yeah.
forget, I
Like
need
that.
a hitter.
Yeah.
The city was on fire.
Yeah.
But before I came out, it was Mikey Dollars, Ill Will,
Yep.
Lil Chris. They was out.
MIC.
MIC.
Yep.
They was out before me.
I remember being with MIC.
You had Z Money.
Yeah.
Lil Prada was out from out west.
Shout out Lil Bro, man.
Yeah. DJ Nate, me, D-Lo, Chemo. Then you had my cousins SBE. Then you had NBE. You know what I'm saying? It was
some
good
rumble.
time.
It was some rumble. It was turn.
It was turned for them. It was turned for those 3 years, man. People, we couldn't capitalize, man. Put it that way.
You think it was the business side of it?
No, it wasn't the business because we was just cool people.
Right.
Chicago didn't support us. How they support over East or out South artists. So
Really?
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Damn. I mean,
I think when I finally heard, Fifi on the Block, I just was like, yo, like, not for being out west and not knowing out west, it was like I was out there every day now. Like, this made me want to go out west more. This made me want to I want to go to a Fifi. I ain't never knew what the Fifi, I ain't know what Fifi stood for. You know what I mean? So like, it's a fiesta. But I'm like,
he just made me think about Breezy Montana too at that
You get
time.
Yeah, I was finna get to him because his story.
Yeah.
I was finna get to Breezy Montana because his story is different.
Yeah, it is.
His story is different. Like, besides DJ Nate, it was him.
Mm-hmm. He had.
It was,
Chicago
I mean,
on fire.
I was in college, bro, playing football, and I'm like, who is this? And we homies. We went to high school with each other. I'm old. I'm older. A lot of people don't know that. I'm 29. So,
Oh, you did.
you know what I'm saying? When I was in college playing ball in 2011, 2010, 2013, 2012, Breezy was rapping. And I knew him by his first name, not his rap name. And I'm like, dude, look familiar, Joe. And I'm like, dang, that's Buddy from school. I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
everybody doing the music.
Y'all had
but
the
at that
streets on
time, it
lock,
wasn't
though.
no everybody was doing the music. It was a little circle us out west doing it. You know what I'm saying? And, we couldn't capitalize off of it.
So, I mean, what would be the pros and cons of having a hit record?
Staying steady, being continuous with great music, and you don't necessarily need a team with you, but when you get to that point, you need some type of good management, somebody that can push you and put you out there in the right places.
So you feel like it's important to have a whole team of people behind you?
I feel like when you get to Fifi on the Block level, you should have a full team behind you, and I did not. And I was signed with DSE. Everything was going good. Shout out to Doe, Free Doe actually.
Yeah, Free Doe.
Doe boy, he in the Fed.
But things was going good until his situation, right?
It wasn't nobody. Dex was doing his thing. After they shot the D-Lo Shuffle video at Whitney Young, he went to jail and everything just fell apart. And it wasn't everything fell apart because everybody was arguing or fighting. the foundation was in jail.
So it's like you had the mastermind.
You kill a head, the body will fall.
I mean, it wasn't really. Doe was very smart and intelligent, and Dex was smart too. But when I mean foundation, meaning the support, the brick, the stone, the concrete. Doe was the concrete, and Dex was the brick. Yeah, you can't make the house without the concrete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
And the concrete was gone, and that's the same year I went to jail. Dex and them got me out of jail. That was the first time I ended up catching a case and taking a plea on it because, I didn't want to be away from him because he was born in 2014, and that was the same year. You know what I'm saying? And everything just wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Everything was falling apart, and I had no budget behind Fifi on the Block for the world. If people want to know, wasn't no budget. It was organic. That song was a high demand to the point where they had no choice but to play it. Didn't matter if they liked it or not.
Damn. I think that song to me was like you know how everybody has that outbreak single, like Fifi on the Block. I put that up there with Nelly Country Grammar. Yeah. Because it's catchy, but it's for the streets. And it caught on so fast because it was catchy. You feel me? And then plus, you close your eyes, you actually feel like
you feel it.
You know what a way.
Music that still had a feeling to it.
It still had a feeling to it, and you could still be active. And they kicking it out there on the west side. So picture like you out south, you can't kick it like that.
Right.
You got to go out west. You got to make friends with people out west, so you can go in these blocks and go kicking and have a good time. You feel me? And that's how I looked at Fifi on the Block.
Let's actually get into a quick music break. Let's play Fifi on the Block.
Let's get to it.
And then we're going to come back and get back to our chat with Stunt right here on iLLANOiZE via Logic Radio.
Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
We recently played Fifi on the Block. And before we played it, you were mentioning support. How you really didn't have a budget behind it and the support wasn't there. So I want you to, pretty much go deeper into what do you mean by support? What was needed?
Well, I can get into like the business aspect, but a lot of people wouldn't understand. But I'm going to just try to break it down, just try to dummy it down. Look how they support our South artists and over East artists. Don't matter if they talking about each other or not, or they dissing each other, or the music that they decide to put out. That type of support didn't stick with the West Side music, or even me. They had no choice but to play it on the radio because it was just doing what it was doing. And remember, everybody that's 23 and 24 now, they was in high school. And then the kids that was in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, they're in high school now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they was listening to back then. Times change, But it was never no support. It was always out of state with me. My fan base is huge out of state.
Yeah, I peeped that.
Huge. It's really, really huge out of state. And a lot of people be like, oh, you still make music? When people ask me that question, I be like, you would have to see. You would have to pay attention to me and the stuff I post and the things that I do. And they don't.
Why do you feel like out south and over east artists get more shine than the west side? Why do you feel that way?
It's just the culture. That's just how Chicago made up.
I just feel like it's a miscommunication where, because for me working with artists from out south, I hear a lot of artists out south from out south say, in order for me to become a bigger artist, I gotta break out west first, because once out west mess with your music, the whole city gonna mess with your music.
That too. But
so I see it's like what the west side have a different perspective about the south side, and the south side have a different perspective about the west side. And I think everybody just have a really different look on the
we
thing.
gotta, as a whole, artists, platforms, we gotta find a way to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
Facts.
Exactly.
We have to bridge that gap.
It's
man.
blind. It's a blurred line somewhere.
It's terrible because they people don't know me from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? Which is so stupid. I made Fifi on the Block, And Chicago mindset is really messed up. So by me making that song, people from out south, over east, south suburbs, wherever they at, they don't think I'm a street dude because of that song. Or they don't think I'm a street dude because
But they not listen to the lyrics of that song.
But they don't they don't know me.
Right.
They have to ask dudes I used to get into it with. They don't know me.
They just respect the music.
They don't respect the music because they just like, you gotta be like a Dirk, a Keith, a Herb, or Louis, or FBG Duck in Chicago, bro, to capitalize here because this is the city of gangster. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter if I ain't talking about it. I just choose not to. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bo Deal, man, from the West Side. He was the first famous artist in Chicago, out west. I mean, Bo Deal, Brick Squad, doing his thing.
He got a good
I
soul.
was a kid,
too.
man. I was a kid. I'm 29. I was in high school and grammar school when Bo was with Brick Squad, and you know he was number one. You know you got Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, Twister, Shauna, The Brat. You know what I'm saying? We don't have as many. Our competition ain't as much as out south over east.
What do you think? What do you think the city needs to do more of to put artists and shine a light on certain artists and shine a light on the whole city? Period. What do people like iLLANOiZE Radio and iLLANOiZE have to do to make sure everybody get that support, that light?
Y'all doing what y'all supposed to do. Y'all bridging it. Y'all building that other bridge, man. That little back way, the little shortcut that come around like, oh yeah, here go iLLANOiZE Radio over here. And this Power 92 and GCI, you got to keep straight. Well, iLLANOiZE Radio, man, you can go around, you can still get in here. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And like, for instance, for me being Stunt Taylor, like, I don't care what nobody say. I had one of the biggest records to ever come out of Chicago. I don't care if you're talking about drill music, anything. I'm up there with Jeremiah. I'm up there with Kels.
To this day.
I got a song when he turned 20. That's my daddy. I got a juke song, like you know what I'm saying. You know when that juke, that dun, dun, dun,
yeah.
When that come on, everybody just get to tweaking. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Despite all the street music, which is cool, but I got one of them songs that grandma's like, aunties. You know what I'm saying? One of them feel good songs, and I get discredited a lot in Chicago. But like for me being me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like stuck up or conceited, but I feel like these other artists, like if I reach out to them, I feel like it shouldn't be a mission impossible for them to say something back to me.
Right.
And
help pave the way.
Yeah, I even if I pave a path for out west, which I feel like I did, like I don't have a relationship with these artists in Chicago. Like they look at me like they below me. I mean, I'm below them, which is fine because they are bigger than me, but you got to think about it, man. I make good music. I make great music, and people don't listen to my music.
That's
because they don't like that type of stuff.
Do you think it's a ego problem? Like,
it got to be an ego thing with them because these artists know me, man. And like, all right, let's just talk facts. I did the first Summer Jam. I did the Big Jam. I did Lollapalooza. I did North Coast. I did the BET experience and at the BET Awards. I was at the Interscope party with Keith and them. This was 2014. Me and D-Lo was down there. There wasn't none of them down there yet. They wasn't big like that yet. We was big, but social media wasn't where it's at now.
Facts.
Social media is not where it's. Well, when we came out, man, you get 30 likes. John, you didn't say that, G.
It was more of a
Nico, let me get a shot at it.
Yeah.
My 6 million came from off muscle.
Yeah, you was like
not,
the last. Y'all like was like the last.
We was the last of the damn breed of working hard for this.
Man. Yeah.
And now people get views off clout. Okay, for instance, right? No disrespect to nobody. I rock with everybody. I can diss any rapper right now in Chicago.
And it's gonna start.
What? And my little homies, they want me to do that. Cause they want notoriety. They want clout. They want everybody to know about their block. Man, G, come on, man. This one of them lame man. they lame. G, like they ain't know nothing. Like that's how they think. I know how they think.
Clout is really a drug.
Man, clout is
wow.
addiction, bro.
Yep.
It's crazy because, like, you know, like, this is our first time really having a real conversation together, and we done met each other through passing, and just seeing each other in places.
Hey, Stunt was one of the headliners on ILLFest, our first ILLFest, bro.
I saw Stunt on
before,
the plane.
right?
Our first ILLFest, you was one of the headliners.
Was that before?
Yeah.
What you mean?
What four was this?
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that
when you say four, I'm thinking,
my first time going to South by Southwest.
I was down there.
We was on the same on the plane, and we was in the studio with E-Day at one time too.
Shout out E-Day, man. That's
and
my
then
boy.
like you got into a situation.
I got locked up.
You got into a situation.
The 2017.
The 2017 was the 2014.
That's the first one I got into.
Yeah, for the hotel shit, right?
No,
that's
2017 was a hotel.
That's
okay.
2017.
So, like, you feel me? And that's when I embraced, like, I felt like I saw the whole city turn their back on you.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I felt like it's no way we do this to our own. You feel me?
Yeah.
How did you feel when you finally got home and you sat down and you saw the Twitters, you saw the Instagrams, and you saw people poking fun?
They can make fun of me or whatever they want to, but they got to remember, like, don't nobody know, like, other people did not know me for being in the streets. They don't know me for who I am, what gang I'm in, or whatever. They don't know because I don't speak on it. I don't talk about it. I don't glorify the negativity that I did when I was a kid and a shorty because I don't care for it no more. I leave it alone. But this is what you got to remember. Despite anything that you do negative and bad, they locked me up for 2 days. They had me on a hold for 2 days in the Greens. Downtown, I was in jail for 2 days. Didn't nobody know. The third day, they sent me to the county. I bonded out. So, laughing is catchy. My bond was 75. I say, the girls was like, y'all can't make fun of him. He bonded out the same day he went to jail. And I done seen people in jail in there for $1,000, $500, $100, $250,
can't get bond.
$2,000, and they can't bond. But I mean, this what it is, man. I don't tell on my homies, bro. So whatever come with it. But I'm not gonna tell on my homies. The reason why I went to jail, bro, is because the valet people told them who I was. So the police like, all right, we got a rapper now. All right, let's lock him up. The hotel wasn't in my name. They didn't find no credit cards on me or nothing. We was just in it. So they did what they did. They took me to jail. But I'm not gonna fight. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to fight in court. It is what it is. Whatever situation we was in. But people saying I was selling rooms, I wasn't. We had both for the Penn Suites. And them rooms a piece is $3,500. We had both of them. We've been there already for 3 days. We didn't do nothing illegal. It was paid for. But the white people didn't want us in there. So they called the police. And then they wanted me to pay the rest of the money. Like, okay, y'all got to pay. You got to pay this. You got to pay this amount of money, the $6,500. We like, all right, cool. Wait. That, whatever you talking about, that all this on this receipt, that ain't even my name. So who is that? Well, you in the room. It don't matter if I'm in the room or not. That's not my name. And when I came to the desk, I gave you my state ID of my address where I live at. And I gave you my credit card with my name on it. And you gave me a key card because my name was on the room to get a key. You guys lied to the media and said I bought it and sold rooms there. I never presented a credit card because it was paid for already. So you guys lied.
Damn, and they made your name. They
The
tried to
headline.
touch your name. Yeah.
But that's what they gonna do when you in fame. Look at Kels. Look at Jesse Smollett.
Yep.
Look at everybody else, man, who doing crazy stuff. Don't matter. If they never knew I was a rapper, from people in the valet didn't tell them that, then I wouldn't have been in that situation. Because they was finna let us go. Because they was like, well, we can't lock the chief was like, we can't lock him up. This ain't his name. This ain't him. And I told him, I gave you my credit card. I'm like, my truck is in the valet. That's number one. I told him, like, if we doing something illegal, why would I park my truck in the valet?
Why would I give y'all my
Exactly.
card?
Why would I give you my ID?
Why would
Why would I give you my house? Why would I gave you my real estate ID? The police asked the lady at the front desk, what did he check in with? She pulled out the printed paper. This is where you stay at? This is where I stay at. This is me. Whoever that person name is up there, that ain't me. So I don't know what y'all got going on. Yeah. And they were just like, then the white cop came and said, just lock them all up. It was over with after that. As soon as they say that, that's what they got to do. It's over with.
So they put false statements on you.
Can I ask a random question? Yeah. Do you think that CPD is corrupt?
I mean, it's a gang, man. It's money. It's money. And it's just like anything else that you do in the world, man. And it's killers out here that's not police, and it's killers that's police, and it's the same gang, it's the same situation. And it is evil, demonic, corrupt officers out here that's gonna get theirs eventually. But you know what I'm saying, is part of the city, man. If the crimes didn't go up, the police won't have nothing to do. It's just a circle of life in the justice system, in the judicial system. It's a circle of life. You need criminals, you need lawyers, you need a judge, and you need police. So you need all four of them people. And you need a grand jury and you need a bench jury in order to get money and keep people with jobs. If people didn't go to jail, parents who are correctional officers wouldn't have a job because it's a circle of life. It ain't going to stop.
Damn, you know what? We going to get into a quick music break. We got Juice remix with Vic. So briefly break down how you and Vic, came together to do the remix.
This is what a lot of people in Chicago don't know. Everybody loves me. And everybody likes me, and everybody talks to me. Me and Chance the Rapper are really, really close. That's one of my good friends. And his drummer Sticks, I grew up with him at Oak Park. Chance saw it, he put it in the group chat, and they ate it up, and Vic was in there too. Me and Vic was at the House of Blues performing for somebody, I forgot, it was somebody who passed away. It was a guy.
Yeah, one of their homies, right? Was it one of their homies?
It was somebody. It was a Jeremy Scott Foundation.
Okay.
It was something, a black dude. He lost his life. And they asked me to perform, and Vic pulled up and was singing the song to me. He was like, hey, man, send it to me tonight. Sent it to him. He sent it back the same day. Then I put it out.
That's super dope. Because I seen you put out Juice. I'm like, Juice already was going crazy.
Yeah,
Juice was going super crazy. I was like, Stunt is back. Yeah. You never left. I mean, you did disappear for a little while. And we going to get into that after this joint. So we finna play Juice remix right here, right now. Stunt Taylor featuring the homie Vic Mensa. We'll be right back after this music break. Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show. There was a time you stopped making music for a time being. What happened during that time where you was like, you know what, I'm not putting out no music?
Yeah, so it was from 2015 to 2018. I stopped making music. I was in situations, and I just didn't want to give them this good music that I'm finna start putting out. So I sat on it.
Can I ask you a question? So throughout this interview, I've heard you say good music and great music. So what, I know this is hella off topic, but what do you consider good music and what do you consider great music?
Great music is worldwide and good music is national.
I like that.
Ooh.
I like that.
Speaking of that, I want to tell you about a quick time. I was with my homie DJ Trey Ills.
Shout out Trey
It was me, Trey Ills, and Phantom. And me, Phantom, Trey Ills, we was outside the studio, and we were just conversating. And this was, I don't remember how long ago this was, but I know Phantom was like, bruh, Stunt Taylor is the next artist to blow out of Chicago. He said it out of his mouth. And I'm like, damn, Stunt is cold. So to have that type of recognition from a huge DJ like that, you know what I'm saying? How does that feel?
I mean, it feels good, man. You know, I wish Chicago would realize the type of artists that they got here. I understand it's flooded elsewhere, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, these hooks and all of the way these dudes rap, but I know how to make songs.
Thanks.
Like, I got music that's good, and I got music that's bad, and I got music that's great. I know how to adapt. I know how to go around stuff. And I wish GCI and Ferris and everybody just, they show love. But, like, when I'm big in the aspect of Drake and all them, they'll look back and then they'll see the footwork. And honestly, it's just I just feel like nobody in Chicago makes songs like me.
You are considered the hook god.
Yeah, I am, because my ass cap is crazy.
Hello.
He let it be known.
He just dripped some sauce on y'all real fast.
People don't.
He let it be known.
Don't be knowing what ass cap is.
On the real, they like, hey, what's that?
Ass cap.
No,
What's that?
like I said, I can't say it on air, but I'll tell y'all when we get off air.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say this: I got 2 songs on a new TV show coming out.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, I mean,
Okay, so how do you feel about placing music in different places? I know we talking,
yeah,
No, go ahead.
places.
but how do you feel about different music placement? How do you think that really advances an artist?
I mean, it makes you more commercial. I choose not to be underground or street. I'd rather be commercial, and I'd rather do pop music. I'd rather be around everybody that's not black. I'd rather go to church. I'd rather be around people who are 10 times more successful than me. And I leave the streets where it's at. And putting my music with these other people on Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that, it does a lot for me. It don't matter if people be like, Stunner, one hit wonder. Like, well, first off, like, they'll address that too. Besides Fifi on the Block, I have a lot of records that went to the top. It's just the fan base.
She was going crazy right now.
It is, but wait till you see what else I'm finna put out, though.
I mean, we got some exclusive
Yeah.
drip from you, too.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna
That's
get into
on raw.
that. Yeah, but I definitely like the pipes on you to
That's
send
raw.
through the email. You know what I'm saying?
With you being real big on like your content, do you feel like it's more of a production change or more of a lyrical change?
My production changed. So, put it this way, I'm gonna take Future spot. They saying it's Gunna and Lil Baby, but it's cool, man. That's that Atlanta love. But I'm from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And it's a difference.
Huge difference.
So you got to know the difference, man. My production changed a lot from the type beats to the more, I can use my raspy voice. And then another thing, I do not rap on auto-tune. That is my natural voice.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that,
Bruh.
Hallelujah.
Okay, you just hit us with something right there, because I never knew that.
So what's your studio process like?
I mean, I write and make all my music at home and practice 3, 4, 5 songs, and I go in the studio and master it. I do got a lot of drill songs, but it's commercial, and people don't know the difference.
That's what I'm talking. I like stuff like that where you can just throw it in there where only you and a very few would know.
I'll let y'all hear it. It's raw.
I mean, since you brought up drill, we had a conversation earlier about how has drill affected hip hop.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you that. How do you feel drill has affected hip hop?
Put it this way, people in Illinois, not the radio station, but people in Illinois, they don't know how to listen to music and not act on the things that they say do. And that come from being young and dumb, or that come from being old and still wanting to be young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? And all these drill rappers got kids now. And God forbid, what you put in the universe,
is what you
will get back.
Yep.
So pray over your kids, man. And I ask God every day, man, I need all my repercussions to come to me. I know he could change anything. I don't need anything coming to him. He don't need to feel none of the things that I've done in life. And I've been getting so much backfire, from putting stuff in the universe. And, I'm cool with it. Rather me than him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, drill music changed Chicago because it makes these young boys think it's cool to not have no bond money. Because they don't got no money.
Do you think that's is because of drill music or it's because of leadership?
Like, for instance, man, the leadership is gone. You just got to be your own people. It's cool to be in a gang and be where you from and be gang affiliated because that's just a Chicago culture. everybody is affiliated and they people is affiliated if you're not in the game. But I done been in jail with these dudes, and I know they not like that. I smacked a couple rappers in the county.
I can't wait till we go on break. Let's go to break. Let's go to break right now.
It'd be like that.
Let's go to break. I want to know.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, man, I've been in the streets my whole life. It's just how you play it. It's just how you play your part, man. And I've been locked up with these dudes, Joe, and they not like that. And
so, what's one of the things you learned from the streets that you apply to your music career?
Man, don't talk about stuff that you're not ready for it to really flourish what you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these rappers that diss each other and they dead homies and all that, it just, you know, gang bang with the dudes that's alive. You know what I'm saying? Leave them alone, man. That's them God's children, and they don't think of it like that. They don't care because it touches a part of somebody, and they talk about it so much. I never agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's wrong, but I just think that I wish that they'll just understand that and just leave them people alone and let them rest, because they're not even here to defend themselves. Mm-hmm. And, you know, just deal with who's out right now, who's out, you know. And I really wish they just leave each other alone. They've been dissing each other for 8 years now. See?
Do you feel like, I feel like this music gonna end up killing like hip hop culture? Because I feel like, how many different ways can you diss somebody? Like, at some point you keep putting out their drama, you putting out their business.
Chicago,
it get old. Like, it's just like, I just feel like
8
people
years.
That's irritating.
If you think if you think about it and just relax your mind and be like, why are they steady talking about him?
But for real though,
he's been dead for like 6 years. Like, he's not coming back. You don't get no points for that. Only points you get is either when you go to jail or when you dead. And it's cool, the songs be nice, but it just keeps stirring up beef and beef and beef.
Yeah.
And
hard to get shows.
It contributes to that never-ending cycle.
It's bad business.
Now,
it's
terrible, man.
Before we actually get into your shout-outs and things of that nature, I know you're big on youth. I see you at a lot of pep rallies, performing for high school and that nature. Yeah. You big on youth. So what would you like to leave with the youth?
Man, I just wish the youth know who the real street people is. Like, that was really in the streets, that was really doing things they had no business doing, and stop believing these dudes, man. Like they hear these people on the songs and just ask yourself, did they really do that?
Do your homework, so.
Do I know they did that? Nah, you don't know. You just listening to them, and maybe you should listen to other people that's telling you that they didn't do it, because they really don't do that stuff. I didn't see these dudes in action. I didn't see rappers get smacked in Greektown. I didn't see people get smacked on tours, on shows. I seen them. I didn't see people flip gangs. There's no such thing as flipping gangs, bro.
That's
and for another fact, if you really want to know, ain't no such thing as two different gangs shaking up with each other. We do it, it's disrespect, but we do it because it's just Chicago. It's different. But they be believing these rappers, man. And I want the youth to know, man, it's okay to get a job. It's okay to go to high school. It's okay to play sports. It's okay to get a academic scholarship. It's okay to be better, man, because I'm telling you, don't nobody want to lose their life to the streets or to behind bars. And another thing, to these guys, they got kids. If you go to jail or if you do lose your life, another man is going to either raise your son or the streets going to raise your son. And another thing that you definitely going to hate, somebody going to be with your girl that you love. Because she not going to continue to wait for you, bro, for no 10 years. And that's why I'm not going to put myself in a position for my girl to be doing what other people do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I know.
You feel me?
What you're saying.
I've never been in jail no more than 3-4 days. So, and I ain't going back.
You get back home to that booty.
That's the gist of it. Like, fellas, think about it, man. Somebody is going to hit your girl, bro. and you're gonna be upset while you in jail.
Yeah, she ain't loyal.
She not loyal, bro. She not just waiting 2-3 years for
she
you,
get lonely.
bro. And them toys and that plastic ain't always gonna work.
I got a question. Oh, my fault, pretty right. My fault, pretty right. Go ahead.
I just feel like it's almost selfish to ask people to wait for you in situations like that.
Yeah, baby.
It's selfish. Like, if I know you about to be in jail for 10 years, why am I going to waste
But
10
the crazy
years of my
thing
life?
is, you got women who be like, I'm gonna wait for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
That's mental illness.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gonna do it.
No
It's
way.
a mental
Soon
distraction.
as that
Yeah.
judge grab with a hammer, boom.
They getting big as hell while waiting on you. They come. You be
It's
like,
selfish. I
Ooh.
feel like it's so selfish to really ask women to do that, or even vice versa, because women be out here foul too and be getting locked up. Like, I feel like it's selfish to do that.
But instead of asking somebody to wait for you, just don't do nothing to go to jail.
Okay, and I feel like so many people act like that's a problem to really just like how
Not
about you not do no dumb shit?
Just do the right stuff, man. And if you gotta do illegal stuff, man, just be careful. But I'm telling you, man, the world is different now, man. Don't nobody gangbang. And the drug game is slowly but surely going down. They selling weed on Facebook.
Yeah.
IG.
Right, no, because weed is legalized now, so it ain't a secret.
It's not legal here.
It's not legal here, but
everywhere else around here.
It don't matter.
Still,
They
bro,
selling
it changed the whole
drugs
game of
on
how
the internet.
they sell
A question
weed.
that everybody want to know: Are you and Ricky Rude some kind of relation, like family?
No.
How you talking about Ricky?
When you be around people for so long, you just kind of look
Start
like
to look
them.
like
Like everybody wanted to know, like, was y'all like cousins?
Yeah.
a lot of
brothers?
people was asking us that.
Wait, how long y'all been around each other, man?
Since 2011.
That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all
22.
damn near cousins.
I
now.
love
Y'all
that boy. That's
unofficial
my boy,
cousins.
man. And like a lot of my homies be mad at me on the block because I don't be hanging out with them like that. I told them, I said, man, when I get rich, man, I'm gonna make sure y'all straight. But y'all like doing bad stuff, bro, and I can't do that no more. So like when they go out and they hang out, we hang out. I'll kick it with them, but I just can't be on the block no more.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's your fool.
And
Look, I just had to let the people know, like, look,
if me and Ricky stand next, if you really look at me
Y'all
and Ricky,
kind of favor each other.
Yeah,
I'm not
they
gonna
like
front my
brothers.
moves.
we kind of look alike, but he's different. His structure, his face is different from mine.
But y'all favor each other.
I guess.
I
Shoot.
think y'all favor each other.
That's funny. This
Not
man.
the music though.
No, we didn't say that. Now we didn't take it there.
You know,
But
we
y'all
working on
definitely-
him, man. He got some hits, man.
Yeah, hey,
Right
we
now,
got him.
I'm
We got him.
showing
We got him
you all
popping
too
up
much.
here real soon. We got him coming through. We
I
definitely
mean,
got him
did y'all
coming
got any questions? Anything y'all wanted to ask? Like anything?
what you want to say? What you got to say?
I got nothing to say.
We feel
Y'all
like
the talk show.
look. We feel like we didn't cover all the
Hey,
bases.
you
Yeah.
came by and dropped some gems though.
You sure
We
did.
don't have too many artists that come through and really give in-depth interviews like you just gave.
Hey man,
You
Matter of fact,
dropped some gems.
I
on
got
us.
I got one before we get to your what upcoming projects and things of that
Okay.
nature. So you were signed before.
I was
You are no longer on papers.
How is that as an
no
artist?
longer.
So what can you share with artists that's searching for that deal? They're looking for that deal, and then you have artists that's searching to stay independent. And now you're in both lanes. I ain't gonna say both lanes, but you've been there, done that. So what feedback can you give those artists about labels and about being independent?
Don't sign no paperwork, and don't bring your 4-year-old to a radio interview.
He's gonna throw it back.
Only on Illinois radio.
Oh my god!
Don't sign.
Look,
Don't sign no papers, man. I don't look. Take your chances and walk out in faith and do it by yourself. All these new rappers, they sign deals, and they proud of them too.
And they can be fucked up.
But they man, bro. Your buzz and clout only go so much, man. It's about selling records and getting on tour, man, and getting on these playlists, man. These artists, man, they not. Nah, bro.
So you feel like playlisting is important for artists?
Yeah, man. Forget all the blog sites. Forget all that. That don't mean that's washed out, man. It's washed up. It's washed up, man.
Why do you feel like blogs are like that now? Because I feel like blogs is the original.
Because you gotta pay to get on it. They don't just be posting good music.
Hold on. As us be Illinois radio, you come in. Look,
Hey,
Illinois, you got charged for that.
No, we're not talking about y'all. We're talking about the outside. We're talking about them people that made that top 30 list in the Source magazine.
Gotcha. Because
You got to pay.
I'm letting him speak his thought. That's
I don't care what they don't have to post me, but you got to pay.
Because think about Stunt already let people know earlier in the universe that we are a great platform. We do what we can. We don't charge artists for posts.
But people don't give give the people who they feel little a chance to do stuff, or they feel like Illinois posted it.
Who's Illinois?
I like how he knows.
That's the reality
it's like
of it.
that is the reality.
But
That's the
I just
reality
wish. I prayerfully, man, God to put me in a position to be big like these other artists, so I can show Chicago how to do it the correct way. Because they're not doing it the correct way, man.
I feel like everybody want to get on real fast.
That's what
and
it
it
is.
takes time. Like you've been in the
Grow.
game. What you said? What
5 years.
5 years?
That's time.
I feel like longer.
That's 5
No,
years.
2013.
Yeah.
It's 2019.
And they say honestly, it take about 10 years.
10,000 hours. You know what I'm saying? When you put that 10,000 hours in,
And people ask me all the time, like, bro, Cowboy and Polo G and them and Lil Uzi and they all just came out. How
There's
they
a difference between a microwave dinner.
Though. They have no longevity in their career.
There's a difference between microwave dinner and a stove top and a stove top.
3-course meal every day.
Yeah. And
No disrespect to the guys, but we understand.
like, don't get me wrong, man. I love Shorty and the music, man. I rock with them. And they asked me like, how they get on before you? And I said they did not get on before me. I was already on. What are you talking about?
Facts.
I've been on. It's just social media is different, man.
Yep.
Social media is your new degree, your new bachelor's degree. It's your new master's degree. Whatever social media say, you did it.
You did that shit. Social media say you did that shit. You did that shit.
So we running short on time. So we just want to know, you got any projects dropping, something we should be looking out for?
Shows, videos, music. What we need to be looking out for?
I'm finna drop 30 singles.
30 seconds.
Well, he already like 4, 5. You got?
No, I'm one in.
You one in?
Yeah, I dropped this song called what's it called? I just dropped it in February. It's called What I Do. What I Do. Some old song. I just wanted to. I had linked up with United Nations, and I just wanted to drop a song with them and see what they do, how I go. So I made that song like 2015, and it sounded like I just did it yesterday. So I just dropped it, and yeah, I'm finna drop like 30 singles.
So that's what we got to look out for. Some
Why
singles
30
dropping.
Singles and not a project?
I'm the type of artist that don't need no project. I lived off one song for 4.5 years. Lived. 4.5 years. I've been doing shows off Fifi
and
on
I
the
feel
block.
like that's the difference between good music and great music.
Yeah,
that's a big difference. People ain't never did what I did. I one song, just one. But they don't see that I made a lot of money, and I don't have a lot of bad habits. So a lot of my money was saved. And,
smart man.
And broken down.
And invested.
I don't got no bad habits. I wish I could have saved a little bit more, but I don't wear jewelry. 29 years I never smoked a day in my life.
You don't drink.
I don't drink. I don't pop the pill, sip lean, pop anything. I've drunk before, but just me being 30, I'll be 30 in August, man. I've never done nothing. I'm still playing football. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dunking on teenagers.
He sound like he said that so aggressively. Like I wish. Don't.
Yeah.
I saw you at the celebrity game in Marshalls.
Oh yeah, I put this overtime 2 times. Half court shots, man.
You got any shout outs you want to give and things of that nature?
Well, let me say this.
Go ahead.
I got a bachelor's degree.
Hey,
I played Division I football in college.
What?
I see. I played Division I football in college in New York. I stayed in Harlem. I was 11th in the nation when I came out of high school at my position.
What position you play?
Now, high school or in college?
Both.
In high school, I was a slot receiver. In college, I was a strong safety and outside linebacker.
You can take a hit, shawty.
Do you feel like sports help teach you discipline? I feel like that's why.
Sports kept me alive. They tried to take me out in 2007, but it wasn't my time, and I learned from that, and I lost a couple of my homies, and then I just woke up, hit up my coach, and I was supposed to go to U of I, but I got hit in the head with a sledgehammer in 2007 by the Kings, and I had 14 staples and 28 stitches. They sat me down for 2.5 years. The doctor said I couldn't play ball no more. So I lost all my scholarships, U of I, Arkansas, Memphis, Miami. I lost everything because they couldn't do nothing with me. They told them that I couldn't play no more. I lost my scholarship due to that.
Time I was there.
Yeah, I lost my scholarship due to that. 2010, I hit up my coach. He sent my film in. I got a full ride in New York. Went out there, graduated with my bachelor's degree in business and healthcare management. Played strong safety, outside linebacker. Came home in 2013, made Fifi on the block. Same year I graduated college. Had my son in 2014, went to jail twice, and now I'm talking to iLLANOiZE Radio.